Hello and welcome to Build Complete 2023 PHP and MySQL for ordering e-commerce stores course. In this course, you are going to learn how to build a food ordering e-commerce store. We are going to take a look at things like creating card, processing payments with PayPal, how to do the checkout system, and how to add products to your cart, and a bunch of stuff. We're going to take a look how to build an admin panel, how to create a category system, and all of that. So this course is very suitable for you if you're probably at the beginner or intermediate, probably learned a bit of PHP, MySQL, PDO, and Bootstrap, and this will be the perfect course for you to update your skills and to up your skills. And this is going to be a big project to basically show off on your CV, so you are gonna have fun. Alright, so here is a bit about me. I'm Muhammad Hassan. I am a developer, a freelancer, and an instructor. I started learning programming 5 years ago or so. I started also freelancing a couple of years ago, starting from editing websites with PHP, all up to other technologies like Laravel and so on. And I started teaching programming like 2 or 3 years ago. I've also taught more than 30,000 people programming in the last year only on various platforms, and I've also had more than 300,000 people who are registered in my courses. Alright, so let's take a look at the purpose of this course. So this course is going to teach you a real-world e-commerce store, a real-world project. So as I said, you are going to have fun building the cart system, how to do the configurations with PayPal in order to accept payment, how to build a checkout system, and so on. We are going to also take a look at how the different forms are combined together inside the cart system. It's quite a complicated system, but I'm going to make everything easy for you on how to build it. Alright, and also we are gonna see the configurations of PayPal, how to integrate it, how to grab the code from PayPal, and how to process payment, and how everything goes under the hood, from getting your order ID or your transaction ID, and how to store it, and how to do all of that stuff. Also, we are going to take a look at generic things like building the category and the products system, how to display data neatly on your website, and so on. We're going to take a full design, and we are going to go ahead and integrate PHP and MySQL inside it, so we can make it a dynamic website. We're also going to take a look on how to build a complete admin panel, how to go ahead and build it from scratch. We're going to take a simple design, and we're going to also integrate PHP and MySQL into it. We're going to see how to create products, how to go ahead and create categories, and how to approve or how to process orders and stuff like that. We're also going to take a look at a little tips and tricks, validations, and security, like hashing passwords, and a bunch of cool stuff that's generally related to programming or web development. Alright, so now let's take a look at our own finished version of this store. I'm just gonna give you a glance how to basically add products to the cart, and how we are gonna process our own payment and pay for these products, and how to receive them, and all of that. Alright, so yeah, wait for me. Alright, so now let's go ahead and check out our own finished version of this web app or this store. So right here we are in the index page, or in the home page right here, and we're displaying just a bunch of categories, and we can simply go to shop right here. So this will show us a bunch of categories with a bunch of products inside them. So if we simply go ahead to the most wanted, and if we try to add this to cart, if we click add to cart right here, so as you can see, this product now is added to cart, and we can simply, of course, like add whichever quantity that we like. So after we add this to cart, we make sure that this user doesn't add this to cart once more. So we made the button disabled. And if we go to the cart right now page, as you can see, here is our own product right here. We can simply update the quantity, and here is the subtotal, and we can also delete this product from the cart. And here is the total price, which is going to be the submission of the subtotal prices right here. If we simply try and add another product, let's see, like meat right here. So if we click add to cart, all right, so if we go to cart once more, as you can see, 50 plus 40, it's gonna give us $90, which is right here. And I can simply like change the quantity for this if I want. And if I go to checkout right now, in order to go ahead and pay for this, first of all, we need to enter our own billing details. So I'm gonna go with my name right here. Right here you can see there is our own order. So there is basically the fishes, you know, the quantity of it, it's only one. And here is the meats, and here is the cart subtotal right here, which is $90, and the shipping is $20 right here. So here is $110, and this is the order total right here. So if we click on this, we should go to another page right here where we should see our own PayPal, so we can pay with it. So if we click on this right here, all right, so it's telling us to enter an email and a password in order to go ahead and pay for this. So I'm going to show you basically in the PayPal lectures how to generate a business account or a business email and a buyer email. So the business email is for the merchant or for our own company, and the personal email right here or the buyer email is for the guy who comes in and wants to buy our own product. So, you know, logical, we should pay with this. So if we go, it should tell us that we are going to pay $110. All right, so just a second. As you can see right here, we're being charged for $110 right here. So if we click on complete purchase, all right, so it says thanks for using PayPal. So it's processing this, so it will take a second. And as you can see right here, we're going to a success page. So it says payment has been a success, which is cool. So now if we go to home, and if we try to access our own orders, if we go right here, here is our own orders, here is the name, and here is the date, and here is of course the total price, and here is the status of this order. So it says sent to admins, and we're gonna fully control the status of the orders using our own admin panel. So if we go right here now, I want to show that the payment has been processed. So if we go to sandbox.paypal.com right here, and if we try to go ahead and access and simply log in with our own business account, we should see that our balance has $110, you know, has been added to it. So if we click on login, all right, so now we're going to the dashboard of our own merchant account. All right, so simply here it is, payment from, you know, and this name right here, and it's giving us $110 right here. So these are the payments that are simply received. All right, so yeah, if we now try to log out from this account, and I'm going to log out, and I'm going to my buyer account, which is right here. I'm going to log in with these credentials, and I will see that $110 are actually cut from this account right here. So I'm gonna log out from this account right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and log in with these credentials of the buyer so we can see our own balance. So if we log in, All right, so if we look up over here, there is our own payment. So if we go to this right here, if we click on this in order to see the details of this payment, it's $110. So as you can see right here, here is the seller info. Here is our own business account, which is the same as this one right here. So yeah, this should be simply it. You know, there is a lot of things that we can talk about right here. So yeah, but I will keep it as short as this. We did not even talk about the admin panel to begin with. And you know, this is it. And I will, if you like this,